Hi, this is B Little from B Little Speaks. And today I want to talk about the importance of delayed gratification. But before I do this, I want you to go to my website, belittlespeaks.com. And there you can like, subscribe, share on all of our platforms. We really appreciate your support. So again, that's belittlespeaks.com. Go there to like our content. You know, right now we're living in a time and age where people want things instantly. We don't want to wait for anything. Everything must be real fast. And that's why we're always on our smartphones and we must be connected to Wi Fi. And we want everything to go into the microwave because this is what reinforces that we want to get what we want right away. But it's very important to understand that instant gratification isn't always the best. Whenever we get into this groove of must have right now, must have immediately, then it's hard for us to develop the life skill to wait. Now, I have a friend, and I used to talk to her. We would talk often about the subject of nobody waits. And she was like, you know what? I want to write a book about that because every time she was thinking about getting into a relationship, it looks like that person just wanted to get all of the benefits and the perks real fast, maybe even faster than really getting to know her. And after a couple of dating experiences, she got to the point where she was ready to write this book. Nobody waits. And I felt her pain because we experience this every day. It's not realistic to get everything that we want right then, though. And to get it immediately, that's not good either. So we've got to learn the importance of delayed gratifications. And we need to add this to our daily lives so that we won't allow those moments that happened that we weren't ready for, those moments we weren't ready for, to break us because it didn't come fast enough. So, what is delayed gratification? Delayed gratification means resisting the temptation to get an immediate reward, to not have it fast, and it's willing to delay what you can have now for the greater good that you can have later. I remember hearing one time before a statement that says you can either pay now and play later or play now and pay later. Of course, that applies for something like going to college and you have this big exam that's coming up. Well, you can study for the test now and ignore the frat parties, or you can go to the frat parties and fail the test. That's what pay now, play later means. And that is a form of delayed gratification. So we must understand that the reward to come in some situations is greater than the need to have what we have right now. And if we can hold out now for a better reward, man, that turns into a life skill that will bless your life for many days to come. So we must get into this habit of starting to train our brain to get into this moment of delayed gratification. At the end of the day, delayed gratification is a life skill. And some things are just worth the wait. Now, this university in Rochester, I believe it is, they decided to look at this question of what is delayed gratification. And what they did was they decided to run a marshmallow experiment. And they told the children that you can eat one marshmallow off of the table right now, or if you can wait an additional 15 minutes, you'll be able to eat two marshmallows instead of one. They'll give you another marshmallow and it would benefit you more because the end reward, again, was two. And, as these children did this and they believed that the reward would come, those that believe it, you know, they went ahead and ate it because evidence hadn't given them that they would receive a second reward. But the children that waited and they received their second reward, just as promised, then when they told them again, let's do the experiment, and the next time you'll get three, but you have to wait 30 minutes, they got into the habit of waiting because they trusted that in 30 minutes they would get what they were looking for. And that's kind of how delayed gratification works. The children who received the prize as promised unknowingly trained their brain to wait for what they're about to get. So, what does this look like in real life? How does this translate into us getting exactly what we want? Well, think about it this way. Let's consider a relationship. You can resist the impulse to start a fight just because you're angry. You don't have to. Instead of starting a fight, you can develop your communication skills to find a more constructive way to say what you need to say. You, in this relationship, when you're having this conversation, you can put your phone down because you're not afraid that you'll miss a text message or something that happened on social media or whatever it is. You can be fully present with your partner. I know this is important because I knew I had it bad when I tried to watch a movie, and it would literally take me 4 to 6 hours to watch a hour and a half movie. Why? Because I wanted to play on my phone and I would miss important parts and I would rewind it. And while I'm waiting for that part to come again, I would get lost in my phone again. And we do this to our partners sometimes in relationships because we don't give them our full attention because we get, you know, uh, pulled away by wanting to know what just happened with the new like on our page or something. Second way is in our career. We can resist a desire to watch a full marathon on our favorite streaming platform. I'm not going to say any names because nobody's paying me. And we could be working on a project for work that could necessarily get us moved ahead. So if we could delay the gratification of a night out or on a date or something, or going to happy hour, whatever it is, we can be well rested for the big presentation that we would give in the morning. And the same goes for health. Instead of eating the candy and the cakes and the drinks that look so sugarly good to our buds, we could resist that and decide that no, I want better health. So I'll go work out. I'll wait till my cheat day instead of having to have it all right now. And the same thing goes with our finances. With saving, we can put off the thing that we want for the things that we want in the long term. Why buy those extra pair of shoes when I'm trying to save for a house? So you see how it go. So how do I get to this place where I can activate delayed gratification in my life on a regular basis? Well, if you want to develop self control, it might be tempting to build that the same way that you build a muscle, by denying yourself of anything pleasurable. And you might even get tempted by denying yourself a reward that you promise yourself. But when you take in that approach, you really just tricking yourself and it'll backfire on you because your brain looks for consistency to guide its decision. It's looking for the reward, like with the children. When they knew that the reward would come, it became easier to wait. So we have to train ourselves that way. And the best ways to train our brain is number one, start small. You don't need to do it all in one gulp. It doesn't have to happen right now. I mean, it could be small things, small goals. Create a goal so easy that you can't even refuse it. Case in point, if you have some cake that you've been waiting to eat, well, tell yourself, I'll wait 3 minutes. before eating the dessert. And the next time you want another piece, wait a little longer, and maybe 4 minutes or maybe 6 minutes. And all of a sudden, when you get the reward, you can kind of build that confidence that each small goal you set and you meet, you can achieve, you know? So the next thing is you can make rules. You can use delayed gratification kind of like a rule for certain parts of your life, especially those areas where you lack self control. So let's just say you're a shopaholic. Well, make a rule that you'll wait 3 days before you make your next purchase after your last purchase, or you'll wait a week after your last purchase to buy something that you don't even need right now. Put that into your mind. So make a rule. The next thing is to practice gratitude. Look around at the stuff that you already have. Ask yourself, do I really need that? Or can I be grateful for what I have? Count your blessings. It's something that I say often. You know, count your blessings. It's hard to be impulsive and to be content when you easily set low values on what you have or forget the precious the things that you already have, you know? So instead of being disappointed that you're eating a salad for lunch instead of this big juicy burger, be grateful that you even have food to nourish your body. And when we get into that mode, it becomes easy to practice delayed gratifications because gratitude does that. The fourth thing I'll tell you is to remind yourself of your goals. What is delayed for gratification? If not the ability to reach your biggest goals and your biggest dreams, that's where it puts us into that place, into that land. You're putting off that purchase and you're not eating that dessert or that thing that you want to save for the bigger thing, which is retirement or, better health or more energy, but however you do it, you have to set your goals because you have to keep a big picture of your goal right in front of you. And you can do this by putting it on your phone. You can put it as your wallpaper on your phone. You can put it on your wall, literally. Just remind yourself what you're working toward, and it will make the delayed gratification much, much easier. I saw a commercial one time of a lady freezing her credit cards. And when she saw something on television she really wanted to buy, she ran to the refrigerator. She opened it, but her credit cards were frozen solid in ice, and she starts chipping away at it. But I like that because when she remembered why she did it, next thing you know, she took the block of ice and put it back into the freezer because she understood that the bigger goal was home ownership. So practice delayed gratification. There's a big difference between that and getting what you want instantly sometime. One is going to lead to short-term rewards. Now it feels good right now, but it's only momentary. While the other one is a long-term life goal. You may get more out of it when the big payoff comes. So learn the skill of delayed gratification, and it'll bless you for life. This has been Be Little from Be Little Speaks. I hope this blessed you, and I hope it gave you enough to move your life into the next level by learning how to say no now so you could have something greater later. All right? All right. Stay up. I love you to life. I love you to truth. We'll talk again real soon. Bye-bye.